So I hand over the session to Professor Kumar.
Okay. Thank you very much. It was a long session since morning. Just few minutes ago I was talking to some of you, and there were some questions, clarifications. You wanted clarifications also. So we will spend about 30 minutes, 45 minutes. So you can ask any question that comes to your mind, and we will try our best to give the response. Any question?
Hello.
Any question? Yeah.
Yes, sir, this is Dr. Pal from Sister Nivedita University. Actually, I have a question, sir, that for 1 year exit, is there any provision or mandate that the students has to do for a 4 credits internship?
Yes, our guidelines say that because we also want to help the student if they are exiting at the end of 1 year, provide some kind of skill course so that the student can get some employment opportunities. So it is necessary.
But in the very beginning, neither we or the students know that they might leave or they might continue. So is it mandatory to have that 4 credit internship in the first semester itself for all the courses?
You see, internship is different from providing this skill-based course for students who are exiting. And our experience is that very few students actually exit. Either because of personal problems or financial reasons, health reasons, they may exit and then come back. So therefore, these are very isolated incidents as of now.
So the university can take, I mean, in case-to-case basis, right?
The university, it is advisable that you provide some kind of skill course, provided the student is willing to take those courses.
Another, just a small question, sir, that can you please differentiate between the lateral entry and the multiple entry? I mean, how can we distinguish between the lateral entry and the multiple entry? Are they same?
Right. So let me give an example. I will illustrate using an example. Let's say at the end of first year, you find that there are 10 vacant seats in your program in your university, and you are a well-known university. Every vacant seat is a national resource waste. So we need to fill it up. So from another college or university, if a student wants to come, because your university is a better university, then you have a transparent admission policy, announce these seats openly, and then using a test and a transparent admission process, you admit them in the second year. And they have studied first year elsewhere. So this is what is called a lateral entry. And some universities have informed us that they are actually doing this lateral entry. When it comes to multi-entry, multi-exit, the student in your university has dropped out, but then the student is coming back after 2 years to continue the program. So this is multi-entry, multi-exit for the student in the same university.
Okay, sir. And the last question from my side, that is there any provision for doing the post-graduation in the minor stream of the subject? I mean, what the student has chosen in the minor during their undergraduate, can they do their masters in the minor stream or minor subject?
Right. So in 2025, we have come up with regulations for UG and PG admissions. I don't know how many of you have seen. Can you please raise your hand? You have seen. You will appreciate that in the UG regulations we said that irrespective of which subjects you have studied in your school, you can join in any discipline of your choice. Let's say I have studied humanities in my school, but I want to join in chemistry. I can join, provided that I demonstrate the competencies, my competency in chemistry through self-study or whatever means. So that means either you'll have to write a national test like CUET or a test conducted by the university and demonstrate my competency, then I can move from humanities to chemistry. Now, I want to study biological sciences in masters. So now I am eligible as per our UGC regulations. I can shift to biological sciences provided I demonstrate my competency. It is very clearly written in the UGC regulations. We insist on demonstrating the competency because if a political science student suddenly joins in biological sciences and they don't have the prior exposure, they will suffer. They will not be able to do. So this complete flexibility, and similarly in the case of PhD, irrespective of in which discipline I have studied in my UG or PG, I can join in any discipline in PhD. Okay?
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir. So myself Binay Chaube, I'm from University of Calcutta.
Yeah.
So since morning we have heard all the lectures, and it has certainly motivated us to improve our implementation programs. Two things which is actually generic in nature. Mm-hmm. One is that when you are saying that it's a lateral entry from one institute to the other, then what is the criteria for that? But I'm not talking about the admission test. I'm saying that the course curriculum of the two universities are different. So that is one thing. There might be the overlapping of the courses which the students will take up. He might miss out some courses which he has in the next institute. So that is one concern.
Let me answer that,
sure,
because this is a very important question.
Yeah.
Either there could be overlap, the student has already done before shifting here, or the student doesn't have the required prerequisite, right, to join in this new program. So typically those kind of situations, because they are unique to a particular program and university, your university can have a committee of experts, and when students apply, examine what kind of prerequisites they have, and if they do not have those prerequisites, either provide advice on taking some bridge courses and complete those prerequisites while parallelly doing the new courses here. And similarly, if the student already has those courses before coming into your university, it will be simply a repetition. So give additional courses to that student to avoid this kind of repetition. But all this has to be done in a formal way. You have to evolve a procedure, get it approved by your AC and EC, and transparently use this process.
Yes, sir. So you're saying that case to case, the things will vary.
Correct.
And it is going to create a lot of trouble, particularly when we go for the implementation of that. So is there any possibility, just my suggestion, that if the way we have a NAP course structure, the tabular structure which is given, so similarly, can we have such structures?
No spoon feeding for this.
No spoon feeding. I'm saying
these are all, see, these are going to be highly unique situations.
Yeah.
And we should always work towards helping the student.
Yes, sir.
So therefore, we should have a flexible mind. We should have a transparent process. We should not consider it as a difficult thing. Right? For every difficult situation, we can find a solution, provided it is done in a transparent way.
Okay, so my next question is that when we go for the credit transfer, so the different universities in the country are running at a different pace.
Right.
At different times, they are conducting the exams, and the results are declared at different time points. So in that kind of scenario, if a student wants to move, he cannot move without wasting his time.
Correct. So why are you only looking at problematic situations?
Sir, because we face these things.
There are large number of students.
Yes,
Let us say your university academic calendar matches with Madras University academic calendar, and a student from there wants to come, you can happily take.
Sure,
but
sir.
if another university academic schedule is 6 months old and they want to come, you simply say, no, it is not possible. What is possible, you keep doing it. You can't bring a complete systemic change.
No, sir, I'm not asking for a systemic change. What I'm thinking is that if there can be a sort of calendar which can be tentative though, not fixed, but a tentative calendar for the whole country, which says that this semester starts around, say, 2 months of window you can give.
You see,
and in that
UGC generally advises all universities that July to December, January to June.
Yes.
But there are places where floods are there, so they start 2 months late. In some other place there are something else. Our country is so big and diverse, we cannot really impose one academic schedule for everybody. So that this kind of flexibility is required.
Okay, sir.
It is impractical.
Okay. Thank you.
I would like to ask a question now. I'm speaking on behalf of the Sanskrit College and University, which is 203 years old, originally college, now a university. Unique in the sense that we primarily offer courses in Sanskrit, Pali, traditional Oriental learning, etc., apart from a few courses that were started later, such as English, Bengali. So I have one specific question for our context, which is that how can we implement the AEPD for the kind of courses we teach, especially Sanskrit, Pali and traditional Oriental learning. And I have a general question on behalf of all my colleagues, that is there a possibility of the students who are not in the research track for the 4-year undergraduate program, when they go to the 1-year postgraduate program, is there a possibility for them to then enter the research track in the 1-year postgraduate program? These two. Thank you.
I will come back to your second question. The first question, Sanskrit, I can't directly give an answer for that because we need to see which industries may be interested in Sanskrit. Especially today we are talking about large language models, artificial intelligence. We need to explore if there are people looking for expertise of this nature. Then we need to have a collaboration. So, but it is worth searching for such opportunities, right? Beyond that, I will not be able to tell. Do you think some opportunities can be explored?
In fact, I would tell you about Marathi, because that is how we have explored. Because so what we see in English, like the Oxford Dictionary keeps updating corpus of the words. However, probably in all of our Indian languages, we are lacking in corpus development, word corpus development. So in Marathi, we have explored that option and we are moving ahead, where Marathi plus industries working on linguistic model, okay, large language model, plus support from psychology, because once you are converting into an ADP, then it becomes a little multidisciplinary area. Marathi will remain as a focus, but simultaneously neural understanding is essential. So from that angle, psychology becomes an additional domain and IT becomes the third domain. So that particular model now we have started exploring, and probably we are very soon to establish. And Government of Maharashtra has utilized that model to expand corpus, and they have given now task to 2 to 3 universities together to expand the corpus of Marathi words at least to 1 billion. So that was because of ADP exploration only.
And ma'am, what is your second question? Can you please repeat?
My second question was, in the 4-year undergraduate program, most students do not enter the research track because they have not received 75%. Once they go into masters, 1-year PG NEP, which is what they will do, is there a possibility for them to then explore the research track? Because we are still, I think all universities in West Bengal are still in the position of drafting the 1-year PG program. Most of us have drafted the 2-year program, but 1 year is yet to be done. So I wanted to know whether they can then go into research.
Right, they can go. If you see our guidelines, whether it is 4-year honors with research or 4-year honors, both of them are eligible to write the UGC NET and be eligible for doing PhD. And without a research component, just doing 4-year program and getting into a master's, after that, of course, they can again get into a PhD program. So it is flexible. Okay, right.
Hello. Hello.
Myself, Dr. Shourabh Kaur. I'm from Alipurduar University. Sir, I have some 2 specific questions. In our university, UG program as well as PG program, both are going simultaneously. Okay, sir. So, sir, is it compulsory to take 2 minors along with a major, or, sir, 1 minor with major is sufficient, sir? This is my first question, sir.
Right. So you please look into our National Higher Education Qualification Framework, where we have said that one major is compulsory.
Yes, sir.
50% of the credits you will have to take to specialize in a major. And then the remaining credits, either you can have an additional major or you can have two minors,
Yes, sir.
right, with equal number of credits. But later we also came up with another guideline which said that these 50% of the credits can be used to take multiple kind of skill-based programs. Maybe 10 credits, 10% I will use for one particular area, another 10% for another area. That means you can actually take multiple subjects also in the remaining 50%. So there is a lot of flexibility for our students now.
Okay, sir. Another question is from the PG program, sir. Sir, it's a minimum credit for a semester, sir, 20 credit if we are considering. Then, sir, is there any restriction that number of papers along with the credit? Suppose 4 credit papers. If I give 5 papers of 4 credit or 4 papers of 5 credit. So, is both are applicable, or is there any restrictions, sir, on the credit and papers?
You can give one credit for each course and offer 20 credits. You know, IIT Hyderabad offers only 1 credit courses.
Okay, sir.
Students can actually mix these 1 credit courses and then make up a course.
Okay.
So there is no hard and fast rule there. But we are requesting, remember that when UGC comes up with frameworks and guidelines, these are flexible, but a regulation is completely mandatory. You'll have to follow in letter and spirit. But even in the case of the National Credit Framework, we are saying that minimum 20 credits everybody should follow, because then that will bring a kind of national standard across the country and it will help the students to move easily. Right? But in exceptional cases, if it is not possible, you may consider, but it's better to stick to 20 credits.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hello. Good afternoon, sir. I am Samim from Murshidabad University. I just wanted to ask about a question regarding 3-year and 4-year graduation degrees. So we are offering 3-year graduation degrees and 4-year graduation degrees. So those who are doing 3-year graduation degrees,
you don't have to offer them separately.
No.
You have only one program where students have the option to exit.
Yes. So those who are exiting with 3-year degrees can apply, for instance, for an examination in competitive field. But those who are continuing with their degree for the next years, I mean for the 4th year, but still would want to apply for a competitive exam, would it be possible for the 4th year students who are continuing their study but want to apply for a competitive exam to go do that? Because
competitive exam for what?
Any form of competitive exam that they want to apply for.
Yeah, but so, that is outside the purview of your academic programs, right?
No.
It's a personal decision of the student to write a competitive exam, and the person who is the organization which is conducting the competitive exam will fix certain minimum qualifications for writing the competitive exam. So it is not within the purview of your own academic programs.
Sir, I just wanted to ask about those who are exiting do have a degree with them, but those who are continuing with their study do not have a degree. So that is the kind of question that was like.
Oh, I see. That is true. If they are continuing, they don't have a degree.
Yes.
You're right. Yeah. So they cannot. If that organization says you must have this degree
yes.
either 3-year or 4-year,
yes.
Then you have to follow that. You are right. Your observation is right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. Right. Hmm. No, it's a very correct observation. As academicians, we need to project NEP in its right spirit. Now, if you look at the entire student body, it's like a pyramid. At the bottom of the pyramid, there are large number of students who are doing BA, BSc, BCom. And from among them, and of course other engineering, medicine, etc. And among them, only 10% of the students reach the postgraduate level. And from among them, about 1% or so they reach PhD, right? So NEP says both ways, that for this large number of students who are aspiring to get into some kind of work, you provide them the required skills and competencies. But for others, that's the reason why we have introduced 4-year undergraduate program, where there is an emphasis on doing good quality research training, at 4th year level itself, so that at a very young age, these people can get into PhD directly and then do cutting edge research. So the focus is on both, creating a research ecosystem where you do global standards research, at the same time address the aspirations of a large number of youth. Both have to be done. Those who are interested only in research, they don't have to take skill-oriented courses, because they are not looking for any job employment immediately, right? Yeah.
Sir, good afternoon, sir. First of all, thanks for enlightenment on the NEP, what we have done. Thanks to Avichal Kapoor Sahab, Ravindra Kulkarni Sahab, Shashikala Madam and Dr. Rai for the enlightenment. Sir, my observation, I'm Shujoy, I'm coming from Techno India University, West Bengal. Sir, in the NEP, we have a 3-year exit and a 4-year exit. So it boils down to a 1-year post-graduation program and a 2-year post-graduation program. So my first question is, sir, that how should universities like us, self-financed universities, address the additional faculty, infrastructure, financial requirement arising out from the multidisciplinary programs, flexible curricula, and expanded effective baskets? Because we parallelly have to run 2 postgraduate courses where we are running 1, and then also 3 years and 4 years. The 4th year and 3 years gets out.
Right. Right.
So how do we address that, sir?
So that is the reason why whatever UGC has come up with, it is not mandatory. It is given only as an enabling provision. So first you have to strengthen yourself, your own university. And when you have that strength only, you start 4-year undergraduate program or 1-year master's program. Let's say you want to start a 1-year master's program in data science, but you don't have the faculty. So obviously you cannot start. So assess yourself first. Okay.
My second and last question, sir, that NEP enables graduate with a 4 years graduate with a 75% marks to enter into research or PhD.
Right.
And sir, I do not remember that once it was said that without a PhD you cannot be a professor at 2021, something came out like that. But
no,
I do not
currently the minimum qualifications are either you should have a master's, that is 4-year undergraduate and 1-year master, or 3+2 masters, plus UGC NET or state eligibility
So
test.
my question is, sir, with 75% marks, can one enter into PhD without the NET?
See,
without qualifying the NET exam?
If you see our guidelines, it says you have to write UGC NET for getting into admission in PhD program.
Is it a must, sir? Because I did find that in West Bengal it has been made a must, but
because UGC has said.
UGC has said. But sir, Bombay, Chennai, Delhi, it's still on the what we find on the net, internet, and from it is not a must. It's a rate. It works. So
you see, the 4-year undergraduate programs were introduced only 2-3 years ago.
No, engineering it was there already there, sir. Engineering it was already there.
Engineering, you see, even in IITs we admit many of my PhD students they came directly from BTech, but they must have a CGPA of 8.0 in their BTech program.
So they can without the net they can enter into PhD with a CGPA of 8.0.
As far as UGC programs are there, it is a CGPA of 8.0. Okay? Right.
Okay, sir.
7.5, not 8.0, 7.5 and UGC net.
7.5 and UGC.
Yes, yes, yes.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, I am from Vidyasagar University. So my concern is regarding 1 year and 2 years PG program. The issue I have also discussed with you during the tea break. As most of the university in our states, they have the affiliated colleges who offer the UG program, whereas university offers only the PG programs. Now in this scenario, for the student progressions, the 4+1 pattern is good or 3+2 is good. In that, this decision is important because on the basis of the decision, university can offer either 2 years program or 1 year PG program. In case of 1 year PG program, can university able to offer the 4th year UG in the university campus? This issue is important because university has the sufficient infrastructure, but college at present they do not have the sufficient infrastructure regarding the 4th year UG program. In that case, can the university offer the 4th year UG in the university campus and after that 1 year PG program? And another is for...
Let me answer that. See, Maharashtra is one great example where universities are collaborating with each other, using each other's facilities, research facilities, classroom infrastructure, etc. So this is something that you as a college and a university have to sit across the table and see how the teacher resources and the infrastructure can be used gainfully for both. So for this, we cannot have regulations or guidelines from UGC. You will have to work between yourself.
Okay. In that case, state guidelines are needed. Guidelines from higher education department.
Why do you need guidelines? Okay. You sit across the table and you work out a mechanism. Nobody is stopping you from doing that.
Okay. Sir, another is regarding lateral entry and exit. As different university, if they offer the different types of curriculum, then how the lateral entry and exit can be feasible? Previously, UGC developed the common curriculum for different subjects, and we have followed that minimum curriculum and along with some additional subject in our syllabus. In the NEP context, can UGC...
Agreed.
Yes.
Your concern is very much valid. That is why we are saying, and we are requesting again all of you, please follow the National Higher Education Qualification Framework, where we have defined the credit requirements, we have defined the learning outcomes. So as long as the learning outcomes match, then the mobility of the students will become easier. So let us first do that. Without that, it is going to be difficult, as you said rightly. Okay? Right.
Okay. Sir,
thank you, sir.
Sir, I have a question. Actually, those who are a small fraction of the students will go for fundamental research. Now, you mentioned about the 4 years research program, UG program. Now, like the internship program, we are having a lot of engagement for the industries and all that. Now, how our national laboratories can help us in this 4-year research program? Whether UGC can play any role there?
Right. See, when we introduced 4-year undergraduate program with that research component in 4th year, it is not meant, it is not envisaged as our students will go and do work in some emerging areas. That period is meant for creating that curiosity to understand what entails doing research. You perhaps can give a research problem related to your local area. It could be some environmental degradation, or it could be a transport problem. It could be a local problem associated with some fisheries related thing. They can collect data, they can analyze data and suggest a possible solution. These are all research activities. So instead of thinking about what is not possible, national laboratories and all those things, within your own reach, what is possible, involve your students in those research activities. Even finding a solution to a recurring problem in your own campus can be a research problem. Research doesn't mean that we are expecting them to write papers and publish in some top-notch journals at this stage. Where it is possible, you do it. Where it is not possible, engage them in other activities.
Good afternoon, sir.
Could you take the microphone?
Good afternoon, sir.
No, this is an important question, and as academicians, we need to find a suitable answer to
Suppose a student from Bombay University, if he can go to industry,
Right.
why not to TIFR?
this. See, again, it is a wish all of us, we hope that should happen. But when you talk to TIFR, they will find their own constraints, right? They will have equipment constraints, they will have space constraints. So it has to happen on a mutual agreement, right?
Okay, so regarding fourth year honors with research, we are from West Bengal State University and we have about 50 affiliating colleges. So the question is, fourth year honors with research demands that there shall be at least 2 faculty who are able to conduct PhD. So my question is, if one college in one particular subject has that facility, but has only one teacher who has that facility, and can that college with that subject collaborate with another college of the same subject?
See, when it comes to research facilities, UGC is very clear that you should have master's level programs and some research facilities within your own college to start the 4-year undergraduate programs with research component. But in your research program, if there is a faculty, there is a requirement of a faculty in a particular domain, you can always invite from another college. And as a reciprocity, you can send your own faculty to fill up their gaps. But you cannot start UG 4-year program with research component using the research facilities of some other college.
No.
Right? Yeah, that's not possible.
And if it's not a substantive post, even then, but the person has a PhD, the faculty has a PhD, can she or he be considered?
No, you will have to see the UGC regulations and fulfill those conditions. We cannot use shortcuts.
Okay.
Right?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yes.
Sir.
Yes. We can always learn. You talk to Calcutta University, sir, they will be very happy to share that. Vice Chancellor is here. No, there is no centralized body. They have put their syllabus freely on the website. No, no, I can understand that you may not have faculty expertise to design the syllabus. Talk to Calcutta University, he will be very happy to collaborate and then provide that help. Okay.
Good afternoon, sir. Yeah. Sir, I have a very simple question.
Yes, sir.
If a student, after having 4 years of undergraduate degree with honors, if he or she wishes to have 2 years postgraduate program, can he or she do that?
There is no bar.
No bar.
There is no bar.
Sir, another simple submission is...
We have not yet considered allowing a 3-year...
no problem in it.
To 1-year masters. Yeah.
Generally 4 plus 1
yes.
or 3 plus 2.
Yeah.
If anybody wishes to have after having 4 years...
1-year masters they want to do, or 2 years masters they
no,
want to do.
After 4 he or she can do 2 years master degree or not.
Yes, there is no bar.
No bar.
Yeah.
Sir, another, in continuation of the question of the previous participant, actually this is my submission to Professor Kulkarni, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Mumbai University, of accommodating the UG 4th year course in the university administration. You see, sir, actually they are being enrolled in the affiliated college. They are supposed to have their 4th year in the affiliated college. But university has declared that because of their capability or resource they have, they will admit some students on the basis of merit, because all the students of the 4th year of all the affiliated colleges cannot be admitted in the university. So if university wishes to have few students of the particular subject from the affiliated colleges after 3rd year, what will be the status of the students, whether they will remain as the fourth year students of the affiliated college, or they are the students fourth year of university, or they are the students of first year MSc. Not what I mean to say, sir, as our universities are equipped to have 2 years master degree, they have the infrastructure. Our affiliated colleges are with 3 years. Definitely, as per NEP, the colleges will adopt the 4 years UG program, and they will acquire the infrastructure they need to have the 4 years. But my submission is, as we have already in universities the facility of admitting a certain size of students, if we don't do that, what will happen? The infrastructure of the university will not be optimally utilized.
In fact, we have already done that.
Yes, yes, I have seen. That's why. What will the status? I want to know.
Promoted my departments, constantly talk
Yes.
to them. Like it is your official responsibility to support colleges.
Yes.
Because the college may not,
Yes, yes.
all of the colleges may not come forward for 4-year honors program because of requirement of an additional infrastructure, additional faculty.
That's
so true. I have made my all departments to sit together and say, like, it's our ethical responsibility, moral responsibility to support college. So that's how all of them have started 4-year honors. The only difference what you would have said, like, because we would be receiving students from all the background. So in some cases, we run bridge courses so that if at all, if there is in a gap, so that gap can be.
Sir, may I interrupt, sir? This is not there is not a gap. What I wish to know is the from administrative standpoint, whose student he or she will be in that year. If the student is coming to the university getting facilities to get the 4th year UG honors course, what will be the status? Sir, please. Please, sir.
It is from affiliated college the student is coming
Yes,
to
sir.
the university.
Yes, sir.
Whether he works in the affiliated college or in the university, it's the university only giving the degree.
Yes.
Ultimately,
Yes,
he will be
yes,
Calcutta
yes.
University student or Mumbai University student. So there is no problem.
So, sir, they can be treated as the university student.
See, when I pass out, I will say I graduated from Calcutta University.
That's true, sir. That's true. But whose enrollment in that year he or she will be? Whether of the college or of the university?
For enrollment, you see, Bombay University has how many? Some 9 lakh students. If some 10 students come, it doesn't really affect the total enrollment.
Sir, it will be better to consider them as the students of that affiliated college, and we will go on imparting the 4th year course at the university, and as usual you will give the certification.
Agreed, because I don't think Bombay University will take those 10 and say we are now 9 lakh plus 10 students. The college can continue to claim that they are our students because they are their students. Only they have temporarily come here to use the facilities here.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Sir, I am from an undergraduate college. Sir, I have a simple question. Sir, we also have to conduct research programs for students, but why we are barred from getting the access to one nation, one subscription? It is not given to the undergraduate colleges.
You see, when the subscription is worked out, the contract, a certain number of institutions, how many downloads will be there, how many journals will be accessed, based on all this, the contract price is decided. So therefore, there are nearly 6,500 institutions which are eligible for ONOS, right? And that's the reason why not every institution is part of that. The price may become prohibitively too large if you include every institution. Okay, right.
Yeah, good evening, sir. I'm from West Bengal State University. We have almost 60 affiliated colleges under us. And what we could understand from the structure of NEP, which is available on the website, that doing an internship is a mandatory component, whether the exit is after the first year, second year, or subsequent years. Now, in the morning, just as sir was saying from Mumbai University, in their structure, the internship is mandatory. But when we saw early in the morning from Lucknow University, for the first and second year, the internship component was not there. So is our understanding correct that doing an internship is mandatory, whatever may be the time of exit?
Yes, in the program, in the entire duration of the program, internship is mandatory, because we want to provide some experiential learning. You can't provide internship right in the first semester when the students are struggling to learn basics of the discipline. Right? You need to see where to put this internship in the program.
No, that's absolutely fine, but somebody who's exiting after 1 year, he also has to do an internship.
No. We never said that.
It's not that like that. No. Okay, fine. Thank you.
Yeah. Good evening, sir. Yeah. First of all, good evening to everyone, and thank you to Department of Higher Education for organizing such a wonderful event. And grateful to all the people in the dais for sharing their experiences.
You are giving vote of thanks.
Yeah, no, sorry. So my first query is regarding, since I am from private university, why ONOS or PM-USA schemes are not provided to private universities, sir?
Well, ANRF doesn't distinguish between a private and public university. For all research, you will have to apply. Whereas PM-USA scheme is meant for creating infrastructure. So up to a maximum of 100 crores is given, and that is given only the state universities, not to the private universities. Okay.
Okay. My next question is last question. So as we are aware that universities are implementing NEP 2020, what you would like to recommend as the most effective institutional model for integrating academic learning with vocational skills, industry exposure, internship, entrepreneurship, and emerging technologies, particularly for private universities, sir?
Right. So we will have to, if we have a recorded version of the program, we'll have to replay the whole thing to answer your question. Because your question is the question that we are trying to answer through these meetings. Okay. If you have any specific issue, you please raise that. Right.
Good afternoon, sir. I am from Sadhu Ramchand Murmu University of Jhargram, and that is situated in Jhargram, which is mostly infiltrated with the tribal population. We actually run a postgraduate diploma course in Santali music and dance, and the students who are actually pursuing this course, they are generally have done honors in Santali or a master degree in Santali, and after that they are pursuing the diploma and PG diploma courses in music and dance. Now they are actually demanding for postgraduate degree in Santali music and dance. Do they really need to do the UG honors course in Santali music and dance, or they can go straight to the master degree?
See, if they want a 1-year master's program,
degree program,
PG program, but they have done only 3 years undergraduate program.
Yeah, they have done 3 years undergraduate in Santali language.
Right.
Yeah.
So as of now in the UGC scheme, 3-year undergraduate students are not eligible for 1-year masters. So you give it as a postgraduate diploma.
No, they have done postgraduate diploma. After doing postgraduate diploma, they are demanding for the postgraduate degree.
I see. As
That's
of now, we don't have
major
such a
conflict
structure.
in this area.
Then, in that case, you offer them 2 years masters.
Yeah, they are demanding for the 2 years master. So there is a general
So
there is a
after-
question whether
after
they are
th-
eligible to do that.
After 3-year undergraduate program, they are eligible
Santali
to do.
language.
It doesn't matter in which discipline.
Okay.
If after 3 years undergraduate program, you can offer them a 2-year master's degree. But since you are working in a tribal area, and also this is a request to all of you, as a colleague, I am loudly thinking with all of you. See, if a university is located in a tribal area, it is also important to study what are the activities in which the tribal population there participates?
Yeah.
So in order to enhance
this
the
is a major
efficiency,
class of activities they want to perform.
in order to increase the efficiency of doing they are doing, the skills, you actually have to redesign your programs.
Yeah.
There is no, because most tribal population,
Yeah.
they like to stay in their own place.
Yeah.
They don't want to migrate to some other place.
So
therefore,
our university has a specialty in that. Actually, we perform. We have groups, troops. In
excellent.
This,
Excellent.
In this,
So that is why
cultural
you
sense.
don't have to give the conventional programs.
Yeah.
You should design which matters in their life.
Yeah.
Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Right.
Good afternoon, sir. I have two questions related to entry, exit, and as well as the credit transfer. My name is Rudrosha. I am from Adamos University. The first question is that after taking an exit, after 3 years of course, undergraduate course, and student moves to a different university and completes the 4th year. Now the second university is saying they cannot issue the degree certificate because majority of the credits has been done from the university A, so you have to go back to the university A. Now the university A starts the equivalence process and find the 4th year structures are not matching, and the students have to appear for a few more courses. That creates a problem for the students.
Correct.
So what is the solution for this kind of issues?
See, generally, if your students are generally going to a particular other university within the state or outside the state, the best thing is to talk to that university and work out the modalities of admitting these students. The other way is that if I am admitting your student in my 4th year, I am supposed to give the degree. The exiting institution has to give the degree. I can't say that 3 years you have spent elsewhere, so therefore I cannot give the degree. Okay. Yeah.
But they are citing that as per UGC regulation, majority of the credits are done in the previous university, so you have to go back because this happened.
Please show me the regulation. Nowhere we said that.
Okay.
Usually the exiting university will give the degree.
Okay, great, thank you.
Right.
And sir, second question is, let's say a student coming from a different university after completion of 2 years.
Just before you ask this question,
Yeah.
actually it is mutually between the two universities. You can work out a solution and decide who will give the degree. You don't have to reach the regulator for this at all. Ultimately, our goal is to help the student,
Right, sir.
not
Right,
get
sir.
into these administrative procedures.
Right, sir.
Right?
Right, sir.
Yeah.
Second question is, let's say another student is coming from university A to university B through credit transfer, and when the equivalence committee is looking after the different course structure, they are finding, let's say, it's a physics honors course, and the students that core courses that they have done in university A and the core courses that are followed by the university B, even it is physics, but the core courses are different, and they are asking that you have to reappear for their structure as per their structure. Is it okay, or because it's in the same domain?
This
so
is purely a decision made by academic experts in that discipline.
Okay.
I think we need to honor their decision. Okay. Only academicians in that discipline can decide whether the student has to do additional core courses, or the core courses done in university are sufficient in university B. Only academic experts can make a decision. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you, sir.
So, yeah, okay.
Yeah. She wants to ask a question. Yeah. I think she is giving the microphone. Yeah.
So let me come directly to Professor Jagdish Kumar. And this is not the structural part of the NEP which we are talking about. It is maybe perceived as a kind of an outcome. So don't you think, just like the new education policy, we should have a new faculty recruitment policy, maybe 2026? Why I am telling this, sir, being part of the selection board across the state boundaries, I have seen when it comes to the selection of the faculty members, largely the interview board is so rigid. So the whole idea of flexibility, freedom, choices, these are all takes the back seat. So unless we have a policy framework we have to depend on the sweet will of the chairperson or some member of the selection board. So what is your comments on this issue?
Absolutely. I think you have raised a very, very important question. And if you recollect, in 2024 December, we brought out the draft regulations on minimum qualifications for faculty appointment. And there we have very clearly said that irrespective of what discipline you have done UG, in what discipline you have done PG, your PhD research area will be relevant for appointment as faculty members. And we have also given, right now the focus is on churning out papers. In that draft regulation, we have also given different pathways for faculty members to excel. Maybe one faculty, he doesn't want to do any research but to develop products, prototypes. Another faculty wants to write only textbooks, which is great contribution. Another faculty wants to do only teaching. So we have given like that multiple pathways so that teachers can excel in different areas. Hopefully when VBSA comes, this very flexible approach to faculty appointments will become a reality, and it should happen. Right?
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Where are you?
Yeah. Myself, Mala Mitro from Sister Nivedita University. I have two questions. One is that if a student continuing with some major, say major in physics, has been admitted to a program, and after 1 year that student wants to change to chemistry, suppose, or in some other major. According to NEP regulation, it is possible. But is it, I mean, will not it be difficult for the student to, for the depth of the knowledge will be less than the other students the student is competing? So how we can map that?
Well, it all depends on how you have structured your physics program, right? If you are offering not very core subjects in the first year part, the student is taking many general courses, it could be possible. But it varies from program to program, university to university. It's very hard to give any answer to those kind of specific questions, right? Usually we expect that if a student has chosen a core of physics as the major, they have a plan, right, for the next first year to fourth year. So when you are going through that plan, suddenly if you want to shift, it's going to be difficult for a student. Unless the student takes those courses in online mode somewhere, and then fulfills the core requirements for the chemistry, and then moves. So these are highly individual cases. Right?
Okay, okay, thank you, sir. And one more, that for, all these are for the courses under UGC curriculum, and for the curriculum under council, the programs under councils like Bar Council or Pharmacy Council. So how this NEP will be implemented there? Or this is still under consideration?
So currently they don't come. We have more than, we have something like 21 or 22 councils and regulators. But the major regulators, UGC, AICTE, NCTE, and COA, these four put together, they regulate nearly 90% of students in higher education. So therefore, as far as those councils are concerned, you will have to separately deal with them.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Sir,
yeah.
Myself Nilanjan Mitro from Swami Vivekananda University. Sir, one question that you have answered previously, that if some student changes the college after 1 year and the courses are not mapped between those two institutes, that is very obvious. And you have prescribed that there may be some bridge courses,
right,
which can
correct. Mumbai University is already doing that.
Eliminate the gap. So my question, pertinent question is, can these bridge courses may be replaced by the MOOCs platform?
Obviously, yeah. In online mode also they can take. SWAYAM courses also they can take.
So if some of the students are not fulfilling the specific subject from the previous institution. So we can, definitely after the approval of AC and EC,
correct.
So we can prescribe them that particular
in
subject
online mode
from MOOCs, and that will be enough.
Right. But it has to be from approved online portals such as Swayam Plus,
NPTEL,
not
Lights.
Coursera or some
No
other.
sir, no sir. If it will be done, we have the
Correct.
NPTEL local chapter.
And you should have a policy for that.
Right,
and
sir.
get it approved in your AC and EC.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. This is Dr. Sujoy Mistry from Maulana Abul Kalam, sir. This is Dr. Sujoy Mistry from Maulana Abul Kalam Azad University of Technology.
Right.
So my question is, I have from the computer science department. So my question is, during the first year, after completion of the first year, one student has chances to get out from that course and get the certificate. So now what kind of certificate he will get? Because during the first year course for this computer science and engineering and these BTech courses, mostly in the first year syllabus they have physics, chemistry, math and very less amount of the basic core subject. Okay, and for the most of the engineering courses, whatever, so for our university, it is a big university, so almost 39 courses are there. For all the courses for the first year, the same kind of syllabus is there for the first year. So for a student that will be worthy to get out of the computer science engineering courses and get a certificate which is based on the only physics, chemistry, math. So what kind of worthy for that certificate is actually? And another fundamental question is that...
No, that's a very valid question. What is the worth of that certificate?
Yeah,
as academicians, as educational institutions, we feel that it is worthless. We actually should redesign.
Sir, another fundamental question is this, sir, the socio-economic structure like India, so we are focusing on, we are mostly focusing on that student will not drop out from the courses. So it will not drop out from the courses. So it is not encouragement of the student to drop out from the first year?
No. See, if somebody has a health problem or a financial problem, we are providing them a pathway to temporarily take a break from their education. Otherwise, what we would have called he's a failure, he's a dropout. We want to remove that kind of vocabulary from our conversations. It's absolutely all right even if you have taken a break and you can come back and continue. This concept of failure in our minds is ingrained. We need to remove that. That's the reason why we have introduced this multi-entry, multi-exit scheme.
And the first question is integrating that first year courses for the different kind of BTech syllabuses. So only physics, chemistry and math. So as I asked you earlier also, so how much worthy for that certificate actually? So rather than if he or she will get a more technical certificate course, that will much worthy for him.
You see, all engineering programs, they have a structure, they have a progression in which way the students study the subjects. And that's the reason why at the entry level, students mostly study physics, maths and chemistry. And also students come from different school boards. There could be non-uniformity in the way they have learned the concepts. So they will have to unlearn what they have learned and then build their knowledge again. And physics, mathematics, chemistry, these are all very fundamental to engineering.
So the student will get the certificate of computer science and engineering, but the knowledge of that student is very much less about the computer science and engineering. Only physics, chemistry and math, the knowledge is great actually.
Well, there can be differences. As academicians, we differ on many things. What should be taught, what should not be taught, right? We can never settle these kind of questions. Okay.
So, dear audience, every good thing needs to stop at some point of time. We would take one more question from Professor Sahu, and we will have to stop this interaction session after that.
Namaskar, sir. My name is Nandini.
Let her speak, please. Please, sir. Every good thing comes to an end, right? So, please.
Sir, my name is Nandini Sahu. I am the Vice Chancellor of Hindi University and I am a Professor of English. And in Hindi University, we are working on the 22 scheduled Indian languages as well as the 2 official languages from the Department of Translation Studies. Also, we have history, political science and those allied disciplines. And I have 2 questions which are very critical and I need to know the answers from the panel here. On the 29th of this month, we are going to hold experts committee meetings to launch a few other MA programs like MA in Hindu Studies, MA in Indian Knowledge Systems, MA in Comparative Literatures, and also MA in English and those things. So I was just looking at the UGC net, and we have net in Hindu Studies, we have net in Indian Knowledge Systems, we have net in folk literature. So we can design these MA programs. But also I was looking at all India level, we don't have those 4 years BA honors courses like BA Indian Knowledge Systems 4 years. We don't have. Or BA Hindu Studies 4 years, we don't have.
Right.
So I was thinking, can we do only the 2 years courses on those disciplines? That is my
Since
first
time
question.
is less, with regard to Indian knowledge systems, please don't consider Indian knowledge systems as a separate discipline. It has to be integrated in every discipline.
Yes,
that is
yes.
why we are not encouraging any universities to start a BA in Indian knowledge systems or MA in Indian knowledge systems.
But so there is a net examination.
There is a net examination, but anybody who studied physics or economics or engineering, I had meetings with those students who qualified in UGC net Indian knowledge systems. They come from multiple disciplines, not from Indian knowledge systems. And then when they join for PhD, they continue to work in their mother discipline, but with a focus on Indian knowledge systems. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. But we are not building Indian knowledge systems as a single discipline.
Right. And the other question is, sir, regarding SWAYAM and SWAYAM Prabha channels, I have the experience that MEG, MA English program, which is in the conventional mode, and MIGOL, MEG online, which is not on the conventional mode but online mode, they are not at pair with each other. So the students who are doing MIGOL, MEG online, by taking the entire credit system and examination and everything, but still that degree unfortunately has not been at pair with the conventional education. So in my university, Hindi University, which is a budding and infant university indeed, I have registered with the SWAYAM channel, but I am thinking to do only a few value enhancement courses and vocational courses rather than doing the MA major programs in the
So
online
you are basically
mode.
saying that an online degree is not considered equivalent
So no, I am
to?
not saying. The students have come to us with those issues and concerns that in the selection committees, if they go with MIGOL and if they go with MEG, then MEG students are preferred to MIGOL students. They come to us with the desperation.
It's a mindset, but otherwise IGNOU gives the degrees.
Absolutely.
And there are 100 universities approved by UGC. They also give online degrees.
Yes, sir, I
and
have
UGC
designed
has
those courses.
categorically said that there is no difference between an online degree and physical degree.
Right, sir.
Okay.
So since I have
Right.
designed both MEG and MIGOL, so I have this concern, I thought I can ask it here.
Right.
Thank you.
Right. Okay.
Thank you so much. With that, we conclude our extremely valuable interactive session, and we move on to the valedictory session now. And I would request Professor Jagdish Kumar to suggest us the way forward.
The way forward is very simple. Please take the first step. Right? So, colleagues, you are all very senior academicians, very committed academicians. I am also one amongst you. I don't think I am in a position to actually advise you, but collectively, what we need to do is, we need to create more awareness. You have seen that kind of questions that are coming. And when we go back, our faculty will have 100 more questions. As a first step, can we create more awareness? And then, first of all, whatever new things that you want to do by implementing NEP 2020, it should be based on the strengths that you already have. So therefore, all of us, we must first identify what are the strengths that I have, what are the teaching resources I have, research facilities that I have. Based on that, you implement whatever is possible. Otherwise, what happens is, sometimes the challenges will appear so many that we feel helpless. Oh, we think that nothing can be done. We need to come out of that. Even if you are able to start one new program, you please do that. But there are some common things that you need to do. All of you must ensure that National Credit Framework is implemented in your institutions. All of you must ensure that you come for the accreditation process, the basic accreditation process and the maturity-based graded level accreditation. Both will be announced very soon. So you please ensure that. And basic things, independent of NEP or not, please stick to your academic schedule, conduct the examinations on time, give the degrees to the students on time, create. Today, we have seen our young people undergoing so much of anxiety and stress because of the uncertainty. Ensure that there are student support systems in your university and college. Ensure that you have a faculty mentoring a group of students, meeting them frequently, talking to them, taking their feedback. These are all, they may appear very small things, but in the overall ecosystem, all these things will matter. And I assure you that from UGC side and from my office side for NEP implementation, we will work very closely with you and the government in West Bengal, and we will ensure that many of these reforms are implemented as soon as possible. And let me tell you, since morning I have been interacting and I have been talking to you and listening to you. I have seen that commitment, that sincerity in your faces, in your what you are saying, that you are all committed to implement NEP 2020 as soon as possible, and let us work together to realize that goal. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Kumar, for your valuable suggestions and your guidance. Thank you so much. Now, today's deliberation will have lasting value when we understand the key takeaways and understand the ways for taking further actions ahead. So may I request our Additional Chief Secretary, Higher Education Department, Shri Vinod Kumar, IAS, to deliberate on the key takeaways as well as to deliver the vote of thanks. Shri Vinod Kumar.
Thank you, Madam. Yeah, we are coming to the end of the program, and I was delighted to be here throughout the program, and personally there was a lot of things that I have learned myself, and I'm sure that everybody present here has been beneficiary, maybe to the varying degree. People who are already a lot learned may require to gain a little bit of knowledge, whereas there can be many others, who have gained, a lot of learning from the interactions that we have had. We have tried to summarize the gist of what has come out from the today's discussion of what is there for us, in way forward for NAP. So, so this is a map of the universities that we have. So we have 31 state universities plus 11 private universities. We see that the bulk of the universities are located in and around Kolkata, but there's quite a fair spread of universities, to all regions. This is the 6th point that has come up from the discussion today. One is that we have to have a framework for credit transfer and distribution, so that students are able to move from one institution to other institution, or to be able to earn credit from online portals like SWAYAM and the MOOCs. Next is, to get people from industry or those who are practitioner of the trade as professor of practice. Third is AEDP, where we have had quite a fair bit of detailed discussion to ensure that we have apprenticeship embedded in the degree programs. And the oft-repeated complaint which the industry has is that the graduates or the postgraduates which the university produces, industry does not find employable. So I'm sure that AEDP will be the critical gap filling initiatives. The other part is multidisciplinary research. Unfortunately, in our country, when we are allowed to choose subject, we have very rigid brackets. And I'm happy to learn that NEP is providing that flexibility. And when we talk about research also, it is encouraging that we are able to do research across multiple disciplines. Multiple entry and exit is the new thing that has come up. So, people can enter at any point of time or exit any point of time. So, if you exit after 1 year, you can get a certificate course. After 2 years, you get a diploma and so on. And not only that, it is also possible for you to come back after some time and complete your course requirement, maybe for the entire 4 years. So this is the thing which is a new thing in NEP. And there's a lot of emphasis on the digital platform. Unfortunately, West Bengal started late, not only on NEP but also on adoption is this digital platform, but we are going at a very fast pace. So all our universities and higher educational institutions have adopted on this, be it one lesson, one subscription, or on the UTSAH portal. In fact, in the morning when my colleague, Joint Secretary, Mr. Ajar was presenting, so he was presenting data from the UTSAH that, how much has the institution from state of West Bengal implemented on NEP. But that was the data which was there on the UTSAH. There will be many of you who may have implemented, part of the NEP but not uploaded data on the UTSAH. But, I'll take this opportunity to impress upon all of you that kindly share data. It's always good to have the data, at a place. There, it not only helps the government of India or the state government, it also will help you if you go there to see that, maybe your counterparts have done something which you have not done. And, a lot of things and a lot of development can be made. You pick up a phone call and talk to your counterpart, to learn how have they implemented. And, the exercise today is actually about the peer learning because, people who have talked in great detail about the NEP are actually people from the, academia who have worked across various universities, across various institutes, and also with the government, and have come forward to help us. This is the roadmap, starting from curricular revision, incorporation of skill, the academic background credit and the APAR ID, to onboarding of digital platform, to mapping of local MSMEs, right up to district level, the participation in NIRF and NAC. Our colleagues who are here are already aware that we have had a task force on NEP implementation and also a mentorship group for onboarding our institutions on the NIRF and for NAC accreditation. More than 450 institutions have already obtained the NAC accreditation, and we are targeting that the balance also will be onboarding soon. The other thing is, in fact, today only I was checking my DAC, and then I see that there's a letter from Government of India where they've said this university township and incubation hub, and this is in the challenge mode. So what they're basically saying that, whoever gives the best proposal is what the ministry is going to consider. And, the startup initiatives and entrepreneurship. We want our, young people not only to be job seeker, but also be entrepreneur and be able to create jobs. So, these are the 5 key takeaways, if we say in a very bullet point kind of thing, is flexible curriculum, academic bank of credit, AEDP, global engagement with Indian knowledge system, and holistic degree holders. So this was, in brief, I wanted to summarize of all the discussions that we have throughout the day. I have also been assigned the responsibility of proposing a vote of thanks. So, it is indeed my privilege to be here as a participant and as an organizer. I would express my deepest gratitude to the Honorable Minister in charge, who was here with us in the first half of the day, and, for being the leader in guiding us. And in fact, he was the one who talked to our resource persons who have been here, and has made it possible that, we have had such luminaries coming here and, sharing their experience, sharing their thought and ideas. I'd also extend my sincere thanks to Honorable Minister of State, Dr. Hari Krishna Behera, for being with us. I'm particularly privileged to have Professor Jagdish Kumar, former Chairman UGC. Sir, thank you so much for being here. Whose distinguished experience and insights have really added to, a lot of learnings and immense value to the today's program. My sincere thanks to Dr. Avichal Raj Kapoor, Joint Secretary UGC. Dr. Kapoor has been here with us, not only today, he was here yesterday also when we had the NEP implementation discussion for the school educations. And, we sincerely believe that the NEP is actually a continuum from the schools to the college and is not to be looked into in isolation. My heartfelt appreciation to Professor Alok Kumar Rai, Director IIM, for taking his time out and being with us and for sharing insightful contribution. Ramananji, again, sir, thank you so much. You've been here with us for 2 days and whole day, you have been here interacting with us formally as well as, off dais. And, we continue to, hope to continue to work with you, and get the assistance of CPRG. Our, profound gratitude to Professor Sasikala Vanjari ma'am. Thank you so much, and thank you for sharing your experience from NIPA, for enlightening your contribution to the session on NEP implementations, perspective and practices. I'd also take this opportunity to thank my entire team of officers and staffs from the Higher Education Department who have worked tirelessly to organize this and to make sure that we have had this thing organized without much difficulty, and to make sure that our distinguished guests who have come have had a comfortable stay, and to facilitate their experience sharing. I'd also thank all the participants, especially the Vice Chancellors and the heads of the HEIs, both the government institutions and the private institutions, for being here. And I particularly enjoyed the last part when lots of questions were coming. That's only an indication that we are thinking about this. And we are planning to implement, and we realize that new things will be coming up where we need guidance of the galaxy of senior academicians who are there with us. With these words, let me conclude by saying thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Now we may all rise to the rendition of Vande Mataram, followed by the national anthem.